Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, my mom and I are heading out west to a town called Old Bethpage, or just, I think there's a Bethpage and an Old Bethpage. I'm not 100% sure. I definitely know there's a Bethpage, and then there's this place called Old Bethpage, and they have like this thing, it's called like Old Bethpage Village Restoration, where it's basically like a bunch of houses from like the 16th century, like how Long Island like looked like hundreds of years ago. And I don't know, it's really cool. They have people there that like dress up like how they used to dress, and like they have old houses and like stores that you could go into and see what life used to be like. And I've been wanting to go for a few years now. Like once I really learned about it, I was like, oh, that's really cool, and I've never been there. I think my mom and dad took my brother when he was like 3 or 4 or something, and I wasn't born yet, so I've never gone. So I'm actually pretty excited. So in the next clips, you're just gonna see me walking around into the different shops, and we're gonna see what we see.
I hope the sun comes out. That would make it like even better. Oh, there's a mirror. Oh, look, there's a tent. Shit. Oh, this is nice. Imagine we're driving back in time.
Oh. Ooh, how far back is it? This is weird.
Yeah, far back.
They must have so much land. Like this whole, it must be pretty big.
No.
I think you just keep going straight. There has to be a lot. Here we are at Old Bethpage, me and Mom.
Hello.
Little mother-daughter activity. I don't know, we're both into this kind of stuff.
It's fun.
Last year, around this time, we went to an old, what was that? It was like an old house. It was like
having a tea party there.
Yeah, it was around the corner from our house in Ronkonkoma, and I don't know, it was like this old-timey house, and they were doing tours, and they had like a classic car show. That was fun.
Mm-hmm. That was fun.
We're into historical things like this.
That's an old time guy.
Oh my god.
Oh,
They actually wore top hats?
I don't know.
To play baseball.
I don't think they play baseball. I think this is a spectator. It certainly takes the hat off. Oh, look at the backstop. That's interesting.
No, because he's holding a bat. I think he's one of the players. But I don't know why he has a top hat on. So this is going to be an old-time baseball show starting. And now we're walking to the village.
Yeah.
Lots of land. I wonder how many acres.
Big.
I mean, it's supposed to be like a whole town, right?
Yeah.
With like houses and like, you know, the local sweet shop or so. I don't know. No, what did they have back then? Was it the 1800s?
Yeah. Farmers.
What the hell did they have?
Blacksmiths. I'm sure they'll have
Didn't they deliver your milk? So like there would be no like convenience store or something?
No. Most people had their own cows.
Oh, true.
That was more in my time.
So, okay, buildings that are open will have an American flag outside.
You have a map that he gave you?
Yeah, I have it in my purse. Did you get one?
No.
Mom!
Because I see a flag down there. What's over there?
I don't know.
Okay.
It smells like pizza. Wait, hold on, let me get my map.
Halfway stopover was in Village of the Branch, which is why he settled down there. His wife actually was the daughter of the hotel owner where he used to stay. Then they got married, and they moved into this house, and at this point in time they had a 1-year-old daughter. So she lives here with them. So upstairs, there are 2 bedrooms and a storage closet. And then you see the sitting room / dining room here. You'll see the kitchen, and then the last room that you'll see is his workspace, Mr. Cunningham's workspace. So that's where he kept all of his fishing supplies, and he would have, you know, if something broke or something, he'd fix it in there. And it also served as a pantry. All right, so take a look around. Let me know if you have any questions.
What year is your house?
1853.
Am I allowed to film or anything?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever you'd like.
Is it 19?
I remember when Marissa and I went to Washington Irving's house, like you weren't allowed to film or take pictures inside.
Oh, it's good that
We're
you
very
did.
relaxed here. We're not too strict on the rules.
No light switches?
Now, this is actually the house they moved from the branch to.
Yeah, that's very cool. All of the houses in the village that have been moved from somewhere else, except for the Hal farmhouse.
Yes.
Look at that big.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's like a boom.
What's that?
A barn. You know what that is?
Okay, enjoy the rest of your visit.
Thank you.
You can use it?
Wow.
Go on.
It's not just a bathroom.
A couple of steps. Why could you live in a place like this?
This is like our living room.
But they don't have any other rooms.
I know I'm saying this whole house is like the size of our living room.
Right.
Most expensive item in the store. He's selling kerosene lamps,
Lamps.
so it's a lighting store. So bathtubs, boots, hats. He's selling a lot of things.
Whoa.
Now the idea that you can actually see what he's selling, because it's displayed on the show, that's new. That's a new idea in a store.
Before that, they kept it in the
Before
storage.
that, a lot would be hanging from the ceiling. There would be a lot of barrels, there'd be a lot of crates, but a lot of the stuff would not be displayed.
Here we're.
wow.
Wait, so the general store is connected
This
to
is
the
a big
house? I'm confused.
Yeah,
Like
the general store. Yeah, the man
So
who owned the general store
lived in this house. Okay.
That's why it's so big, I guess.
So this is interesting. We were just in the general store and connected was this man's house. That's a pretty nice bed. They have
That is nice.
Mom, they
It's
have
bed.
ghost tours here.
I
Ah,
know, I saw.
that'd be pretty scary.
Yeah, I saw that on Facebook myself.
This looks like your old room. No. Ah,
Nice room, nice furniture.
Ooh,
Original furniture.
nice dress.
Because if it is, it's like really nice. He must have been a rich guy.
I would actually wear something like that.
I mean, he had indoor water.
Here's Marissa's parents' armoire that was 800 pounds.
Oh God.
Literally.
Wow. So there's 1, 2, 3 bedrooms up here.
Good afternoon, guys.
Hello.
Welcome to the Bach Blacksmith Shop. We are a live and functioning blacksmith shop for the rest of Old Bethpage Village. So when anybody around town needs new hardware, be it a hinge or a tool, we make it right here. And using only the techniques they had at the time, because they won't give me anything else. That's a pretty big fire, and it's starting to get hot. I'm starting to see blue flame around the edges, which means we're going over 2,200 degrees. The stuff I'm burning is bituminous coal, which is the same stuff they would have gotten back then, and we actually get it from the same place in Pennsylvania. The steel that we're using is A36 industrial steel. This stuff is what they used to make girders and hardware to build buildings today. It's pretty close to what they would have used back then, what they would have called it simple mild. If we were hanging around in 1880, I would not stand here pumping the bellows myself. We'd have a kid from town do this. Not a real town, so they don't give me a real kid. You'd have to show the right qualities to be the kid to do this. He's got to be tall enough to reach the stick or he's useless around here. He's got to be strong enough to pull this all day and not complain. He's got to be stupid enough to do this in the middle of August. When you find a kid who has all those wonderful characteristics, then maybe we make an offer to his parents and say, we'll take him instead. Don't send him to school, send him here every day. 6 days a week he comes here, so he's got to be old enough to leave school. That's at the ripe old age of 8.
Contraption here, which is called a trimmer. 2 pieces of metal holes on one side, hook on the other. You can make it various lengths depending on where you hook it up, and adjust how close to the fire your pot is going to hang. So it adjusts the heat. So that thing does the same job as a dial on your range, except it's made by Paul the blacksmith across the road, not by an electronics firm in Cleveland. Okay.
Okay.
Enjoy your visit. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so it seems like most people back then had like their business like in their home or like
Yes,
something
or
like
close,
yeah.
next to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so this house is from Middle Island.
That's where Andrew lives.
Oh god. That's where Rose lives.
I don't even know where it is. You never see a sign.
Yeah, it's literally like
It's like in the middle.
I think it's like next to I don't
I
know.
never see a sign.
Me
Let's
and-
look for a minute.
Me and
I
Joey
never
drove
see a
through
sign
it.
for
Joey and I drove through it. There's the fire pit.
I'm glad you took my gag off of me.
Really bad, so he decides that, like, gonna make it easier for her. So it works on a pendulum, it swings back and forth, you'd wind it up. It would make like a ticky kind of noise, like a ticky. And that would, you know how like mothers will go, like to like lull a baby, right? So like they would make like that little noise, and that blue cloth would flutter back and forth, and that keeps the flies off of the baby. Something that we don't want bugs on our babies now, but like then it was like our real concern that there was like too many flies around your head. So all those Fisher Price things, things you press that light up, press all the buttons. He technically patented the first one.
Wow.
So that's the only invention that he patents while he's living here. He's 24 when he's living here, and he ends up selling the patent for that cradle to then buy a grocery store in Manhattan. From there, he's like making more money, buying more property in Manhattan, and just goes to the glue business, goes to the iron business, becomes involved with telegraphs and railroads, and opens that school and everything.
Wow.
So he's a very accomplished young man.
Yeah.
And I could talk about him for hours.
What year was he born?
He was born in 1793.
Okay.
And he died in 86.
Wow. He lived a long time.
He lived a long time.
Well,
I always forget if he lived. Yeah, he lived till the age
Right.
93.
Yeah.
But that is it. Yeah, I always I'm transposing like some of the numbers, but basically he's born in the late 1700s and died in the late 1800s. He lives almost 100 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, thank you. That school, Cooper Union, I don't know if they still do it, but if you got into it, there was a big story about it a few years ago. But if you got into that school, I think it was like free tuition.
wow.
Because it was founded by, I guess, this Cooper. And he, made like a trust or something.
So this is the oldest house on the whole property. When was it built? What'd you say, 1660?
Yeah.
This is the oldest house. Pretty wild.
Like we have it in my book.
Huh? We came from that way. Yes. So that house over there, what's that one called? the Powell, like this is like the farmland. As you could see, there are like chickens and roosters. There was like some bulls, sheep, a pig. They're just like walking around. So this house over here is the only house that was never moved. So this has been here, and this is 209 acres of farmland. So that's pretty cool. You could see, like, we thought they were cows, but I think they might be like bulls or something. So this is like 209 acres of farmland. Pretty cool.
An employee store.
Here's the old-time baseball game going on. And we are at the end of the road, the tour. So we're gonna come back to that main building?
Yep.
Oh, and are there actually people there watching?
Yeah. Well, it's entertaining.
True. Nice property out here.
Very nice.
Huge. I want to find out how many acres it has to be. Didn't they say that farmhouse alone was like 209 acres?
Well, was that referring to just the farmhouse or this whole area?
I thought it was just a farmhouse.
Probably. We could ask the guy at the farm. Oh, these are cute. These look good. Oh, it's a cute little one.
Mm. Oh, I had one of these. I had one of those.
Okay. Do you like this? Yeah. Oh, no? Okay.
Not so much.
Not so much. All right. I really need one. Do you mind?
Hey guys, so just got home a little while ago. So after we left Old Bethpage, also, I'm not sure if this was in one of the clips, but we wanted to find out how big it was because, I mean, it was like this whole thing. We did like 2 miles of walking, like just going to all the different like houses and shops and everything. So it's 200 acres total. So it's a pretty nice like size of land. So after that, I wasn't able to vlog because I was driving, but we went to a diner near us. It's called like the Hop Hog Diner, which is a town on Long Island, Hop Hog. So we went to the diner, got some food because neither of us had eaten yet, and it was like 2:30, so we were pretty hungry. So we had some food, and then we ended up, there was like a general store, which I think I filmed a clip inside at Old Bethpage Village Restoration. So I was like, oh, like asking my mom if she's ever been to the St. James General Store, and she has never been there. And I've only been there like once, but I've definitely like passed by it like a few times, like just being in St. James, which is another town on Long Island. So we drove over there. They were open till 5, so we got there at probably like 3:30, and you just saw those clips inside. So it's really cool. And the last time I was there, I think it was like summertime. So now since it's like fall, they had like, you know, all kinds of like seasonal Halloween and Thanksgiving things, which you saw, and it was really cool. And sorry if the clips were a little, I think they were pretty decent, but I wasn't looking too much because it said to turn your cell phones off while you were in the store, which I remember the last time I was there, like taking pictures with my phone, like in the store. So I don't know if that, and nobody said anything to me, but I was trying to make it look like I wasn't filming, so I was kind of holding the camera down like a little lower so it wasn't super obvious. So hopefully, I haven't watched it back, but I'm gonna put in those clips anyway. I think they came out pretty good. And they were decent clips of the first floor and second floor, which is pretty cool that they have like a second floor, which that, as you saw, was the floor that had mostly books. So yeah. So this was a nice little adventure vlog that I hope you guys enjoyed. I've definitely been wanting to go to Old Bethpage Village Restoration for a couple of years, so to be able to get out there was pretty cool. And St. James was just a little extra stop, so that was pretty cool that you guys got to see that too. And that is actually a historical landmark, and it's been there since like the 1800s. I think the woman said like 1858 it was built, so that's like pretty crazy. So definitely been there a long time. So if you're ever on Long Island, those are some pretty cool things to go check out. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel to see what other cool things I do around Long Island. And I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.